Thank you so much for talking to us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
So could you give us an overview of Chartek One and what makes it so appealing to the market?
Sure. So Chartek One is the latest innovation in our range of epoxy intumescent coatings. The appeal for the market is the product has evolved. So we've looked at specific pain points in the market where our customers and clients express a need for improved product performance. So we've looked at that. We've used the heritage of our existing range, and we've decided that's the direction of travel that we want to go with that technology.
And how does the product work? What are the applications?
Okay, so the product it's an epoxy intumescent coating. So it works by forming an insulating barrier to heat. So in a fire situation, the product reacts. So it looks like a normal coating, but it actually reacts in a fire, and it forms a carbonaceous char, which then insulates the steelwork. If steelwork gets too hot, then it deforms and it buckles. So we need to extend the life of the steelwork, which is critical for offshore and petrochemical environments.
And it's manufactured locally?
It is, yeah. So we are AkzoNobel have invested heavily in the region. We've been making protective coatings in Saudi Arabia, which is our main manufacturing facility, for over 45 years. We were the first manufacturer to make our range of epoxy intumescents anywhere in the Middle East. So we have a pioneering position.
Okay, that's really interesting. And what makes it environmentally friendly?
So there's a few characteristics which contribute towards the environmental or the sustainability credentials of the product. One is that it doesn't contain any boron. So boron is an additive that can be used in fire protection materials. They have some traits around them which makes them fairly unfriendly for the applicator and the surrounding environments. Other things like the products are 100% volume solid, so they don't contain any solvents. So it's really about how we formulate the products. One, to look at the environmental impact, but also those products then have to serve a purpose in fire protection.
So are you going to be moving away from boron-based products in the future?
Yeah, most of our existing range is boron-free. Chartek One is completely boron-free. Again, we've been at the forefront of the industry to alleviate boron-containing products for some time now. Some of our range still contains boron, but those products are historical products, really prior to boron being classified in the way that it is now.
Okay. And is there any specific problem that Chartek One addresses?
I think the primary need for Chartek One is simplification, to have one product that you can use in many different scenarios, whether that's onshore, whether it's offshore, whether that's new build, or whether that's maintenance and repair. It's a simplified product, so the way that it's installed, the way that it's applied is simplified, which makes it very appealing to the end user.
And could you share any examples of projects in which you've used the Chartek One?
So Chartek One, it's a brand new product. So as yet, we don't in the Middle East yet have a secured project. It's brand new. Today is actually the launch of the product. So we'll be looking to find projects where we can install Chartek One. We expect those to happen quickly. We've got many projects in the oil, gas and chemical environment currently. So we're hoping that we can slot Chartek One potentially onto one of those existing projects.
And as you know, sustainability is at the top of everyone's agenda.
Indeed.
So any particular way in which Chartek One contributes towards the energy transition?
I think one of the key elements of Chartek One is it sits within the Chartek brand, which sits within the AkzoNobel network. AkzoNobel is particularly passionate about the way that we hold ourselves accountable in terms of sustainability. So to give you a little bit more explanation, we don't just focus on the products that we make, which of course is a critical part, but we also look at the supply chain. So we look at the sustainability credentials of the products as they're manufactured and the products that are supplied to us to make those. Also for the end user. So how can we make our products more sustainable that benefits the end user? So we work very closely across both ends of the supply chain, as well as managing our own operations.
And looking forward, your biggest plans for the year?
So it's a really good question. So we're super busy in the oil and gas space. There's a lot of happening. We all know that there's a wave of investment in the Middle East, and we see this as being really pivotal. We're very focused on all of the key proprietary projects that exist in the region, both in the UAE primarily, Saudi Arabia, but of course also we're seeing an uptick in opportunity in Kuwait and Oman as well.
And do you see it expanding globally and beyond the Middle East as well?
Oh, for sure. I mean, our Chartek range is sold globally, so we have a global presence. It's being used in most of the populated areas where fire protection products are used. So absolutely, we've chosen the Middle East as the plateau for the launch, but absolutely very quickly. Certainly from early 2025, we'll be launching the product in the UK, Europe, and then into the Americas and beyond. So yeah, definitely an exciting time for us.
Sounds like a great product. Thank you so much for your insight.
My pleasure, Pooja. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.